Application? Sure. Easy. Very difficult or easy? What about assignment? That's also easy. Let me check how whether you completed or not. What's the method you got? What's the method you called to get current month of a year? Get month value. Get month value is the right one. Get month will give month object. Again, you have to call get value separately. But if you call get month value, you will directly get numeric value representing current month, right? Super. Okay. Yeah. Today we'll try to understand flow of execution end to end. But before that, let me prepare some background preparation. So first we need to understand pool and cache, the difference between pool and cache. Pool means set of same items giving the reusability. Set of same items giving the reusability. Cache means what? Set of different items giving the reusability. Are you getting my point? Yeah. To implement the pool, we generally take the support of what? List collection, because in list only we can keep the duplicates, na boss? Same items. To implement the cache, generally we take the support of map collection. Why? When you have a different item, every item should have an identity. Every item should have its own identity or not. Okay. Key value. The data you want to preserve is value, but to identify that item, you need to take the key or not there. That's good. Where is this class content? Spring. Next. What's there? 719. Am I right? Yeah. Spring core. It's dancing. Yeah, it will go down. It will. Yeah, how much this is a session 8. First application flow. First application flow of execution. All the admin. Some loose connection. Check. Yeah. What's the difference between what? Pool and cache. Pool is a set of pool. Pool is a set of same items. And cache is a set of different items. Yeah, pool gives reusability of what items? Same items. whereas cash gives reusability of different item. Okay. Let me take a circle representing the pool. Let me take another circle representing the cash. Let's have a look on this pool, guys. Let's have a look on the cash. Yeah, pool means set of same items, na boss? Item one. Yeah. When you look at these things, guys, all are same items. Item one, item one, item one, item one. Cash, different items. First item one, then item two, then item three, then item four, then item five. Pool gives, what is there? Reusability. Yeah, I already discussed it now. Okay. To implement pool, we can take the support of, we can take the support of what collection? List collection. What collection? List collection. Collection that allows, collection that allows duplicates. Yes, my dear. To implement cache, to implement cache, we can take the support of map collection. Set collection also you can take, but set is internally map. I hope everyone aware of that. You can take the support of map collection, collection that allows, okay, key value pairs. What pairs, guys? Okay, collection that allows key value pairs. Are you understanding my statement, guys? One side pool, one side cache. Pool talks about set of same item. Cache talks about set of different items. Okay, let me give the example, guys. Example for a pool. Example for a pool. JDBC connection pool. It will maintain set of readily available JDBC connection objects. So different times I can use different connection object. If 2-3 requests are coming simultaneously, 2-3 connection objects can be used readily. Because to talk to database 10 times, connection objects are required. To 10 times simultaneously, 10 connection objects are required. So instead of creating manually every time, it's better to use readily available 10 connection objects that are there in connection pool are not there. So connection pool means it's a factory that contains set of readily available JDBC connection objects of same database of. When I say connection pool, don't think that one connection of Oracle, one connection of MySQL will be there. Pool means set of same item. First connection object to last connection objects, all are same connection object. It gives reusability of what? Same items. That means same JDBC connection objects. Look at a website. 20 requests came simultaneously. All 20 requests wants to talk with the database software. Instead of creating 20 connections manually, it can take the 20 connections that are readily available in connection pool and it can use them for connectivity or not. Understand. Creating connection using connection takes time. But using the connection that is already available in the connection pool always takes less time or not there. JDBC connection pool. Okay. Basically, JDBC connection pool looks like this. Connection, 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 connection. All these things deal with the JDBC connection objects are not there. Con. JDBC connection pool is a factory that contains what? Set of readily available JDBC connection objects before actually being used. Set of readily available JDBC connection objects before actually being used. Example for cache. This cache is also called buffer. Cache is also called what? Buffer. Internal cache of, what is that? Cache of IOC container. Listen guys, whenever we make IOC container creating Spring Bean class object for reusability purpose, they will be maintained in internal cache, having Bean ID as the key and Bean class object reference as the value. Spring Bean class object reference as the value. Why should I believe, sir? Open Eclipse IDE. You try to call ctx.getBean method twice by having same bean ID. Tell me, you will get two different objects or only one object? Only one object. Second time from where it is gathering. First time it is creating and giving. Second time it is collecting from some place where it is stored or not there. And that place is nothing but internal cache of the IOC container. What is that? Internal cache of the IOC container. I think this is your IDE. 719 is your IDE. Yes. Yeah, you can go for thread pool. Thread pool is also an example. Connection pool, thread pool, all these are examples, guys. Okay, fine. So Sajid Sheikh, I will introduce scopes of the Spring Beans later. First, concentrate on internal cache. I'll introduce, my dear, please. Okay. I have used get month dot toString. That's a wrong practice. Oh, that's a wrong practice, guys. I request everyone hand over your brain in the order the subject is going on. Don't talk about future topics in advance. Don't confuse yourself and don't confuse others. Spring Bean scopes is a separate topic. I will take up that topic later. Right? If no scope is given for Spring Bean, default scope is what? Singleton. Singleton means Spring Bean allows to create only one object, keeps that object in internal cache so that the object can be used again and again. That internal reusability is coming because Spring Bean class object reference is stored in what? Internal cache. Okay, let it be. I wantedly call ctx.getBean method second time. OB is A1. Let me print. Okay, let me print these results. Sys out. Yeah, tell me. Sys out. Tell me. OBJ dot hash code. OBJ dot hash code plus OBJ1 dot hash code. Hash code OBJ1 dot hash code. This is my main method, guys. Okay. This is my what? Run as a Java application, guys. Yeah. 485, 485. That means what? Same. That means object is first time it is created and written. Second time it is gathering from what? By storing it from some place or not there. And that some place is nothing but what? Internal cache of the IOC container or not. Super, guys. Okay, tell me. This will maintain Spring Bean class objects. This maintains the what is there? The references. Spring Bean class object. Spring Bean classes objects having bean IDs as keys and Spring Bean class objects refs as the values. Bean IDs as the keys, Spring Bean object refs as the values. Are you getting my point there or not there? Yes, that's good. Great. This is my internal cache of the IOC container or not? Yeah, let us assume these are the bean objects that are created. One is WMG. Yes, where is this? Wish message generator a class object reference. That's good. One thing, guys. Next, where is this? L time is another one we have taken. Local time class object reference. That's good. Next, what we got? Yeah, WMG L time local time class object reference. Okay, if many right now in this example only two are there, they are coming. Yes. So internal it's a map collection only na boss? Yeah. Bean IDs. What is this? Bean IDs. Nothing but keys. Okay. Next one here what? Okay. Spring Bean classes object. Spring Bean class objects refs. Nothing but values. Okay. We cannot really feel it because no memory concept, we cannot really physically feel it, but we can logically get it or not there. So I call get bean method twice with the same bean ID, but how many objects have come? Only one object. We got two references pointing to same object. That means it is storing object somewhere and giving the object back whenever I ask it back it or not. Okay, that's good. This is a one important point, guys. Next point as part of background preparation is this XML file is there, na boss? Yeah. If XML file is satisfying XML syntax rule, basic syntax rule, then it is called well-formed document. What document? What do you mean by XML syntax tools? Everything should be surrounded in between open tag and closing tag. That means root tag opening, root tag close. XML tags are case sensitive. Every open tag should have a closing tag. Attributes must be quoted. Come on. So like this, some basic rules are there. HTML is not a strictly typed boss. You forget something, you write wrong thing, it just ignores. What is good, it takes. What is bad, it ignores. HTML is like mother. She remembers the best activities of your life. She forget all your mistakes, right? XML, Java, C, C++, all these are like father. You do one mistake, lifelong he will remind you. You did this, you did this. You do mistake in Java, semicolon you forget, you will not get one error, 10 errors. Aisa no na guys. So that's why you remember now onward. C, C++, Java, in fact all programming languages including markup language XML are like what? Father. Only HTML is like what? Mother. You grow up, give kids to, you have your own kids. Still your mother feels kid. Bacha hai, kuch nahi samajhta. That much big heart she has got, right? Okay. Yes, boss. Yeah, what I printed a hash code. Hash code is nothing but what? Identity of the author. Yeah, if XML document is satisfying basic XML syntax rules, then it is called well formed in the main only. If XML document is satisfying the imported XML namespace rules, we are importing XML schema namespace na boss, then it is called valid XML document. What document? Okay, we have XML parser as a software, as a component, as a ready-made software. We have XML parsers of XML APIs. What APIs? XML parsers of XML APIs. Okay. To load the XML document, to read the XML document, to check whether it is valid or not, well formed or not. If it is not valid, if it is not well formed, you will get exception end of the process. If it is valid and well formed, okay, it will create in-memory metadata of XML document. What guys? In-memory metadata of XML document in the memory where application is running. What is that memory? Generally JVM memory of the RAM or not? .java .class allocates memory in hard disk, but during execution, they will use the RAM memory. Within the RAM memory, which part of memory they will use? JVM memory. Every Java application execution will have one JVM memory, which is part of RAM. At the end of the application, that JVM memory will be vanished or not there. In that JVM memory, in memory metadata of XML file will be created. Metadata of XML. That means given XML information and more information will be there as in the memory where application is running. So that is called in memory. In memory means not hard disk memory, RAM memory. Now onwards you remember everything. In memory word is used means indirectly I am referring to what? RAM memory, especially JVM memory of the RAM memory. Why they are doing it, sir? Simple reason, guys. In the execution of application, IOC container needs XML file data 200 times. Loading for 200 times, reading for 200 times, checking 200 times valid or not, well formed or not. Then getting content 200 times is a time waste and performance killing operation or not there. That's what they do. At the beginning of the application, whenever IOC container is created, they load one time. They check well formed or not, valid or not one time. Yes or no, boss? They read the document and they prepare what? Metadata of XML file in the memory where application is running. Nothing but JVM memory of the RAM. Nothing but what? JVM memory of the RAM. Are you getting my point there or not? So what happened? Let it be 200, let it be 1000 time. Collecting from neighborhood JVM memory is easier, or collecting from hard disk is easier. Because application is running in JVM memory. In memory metadata of XML file is also there in what? JVM memory. Are you getting my point there? So collecting from neighborhood JVM memory is good. Collecting from hard disk by loading it and processing every time is good. That's why they create in-memory metadata of XML file. Metadata means data about data, boss. Oh, yeah. For XML document, in-memory metadata created means in the JVM memory of the RAM is called in-memory. XML file information and more information is created. XML file information and what? More information is created. Are you getting my point there or not there? Say something, my dear. I want reply, guys. I want reply, my dear. Come on, everyone. Yeah. Metadata. Data about data. Information about information. Yes or no? Na? I think many times, already I talked about metadata. Discussed, na? Yes. Suppose you are walking on the road. One car crossed you very fastly or something is you liked on the road. So you'll open Google and you will start gathering more information about that product or not there. Then you will decide its value for money, worth, not. Okay, there is nothing but doing metadata activities or not there. Super, guys. Mm. Yeah. Sir, what are the XML parsers we have in the market? SAX parser, what is it? DOM parser, JDOM parser, DOM4J parser, Stacks parser. What is there? Stacks. Like these multiple XML parsers are there. We use one of them, and Spring IOC container takes the support of SAX parser. You do any mistake in XML, guys, you will get SAX parser exception. Anyone did the mistakes in XML file so far? I hope you are not getting any problem towards developing XML file. Easy or difficult? Ask those people who developed, sir. We cannot get up in the morning to attend the class. Are you expecting that we will complete assignments? Your karma. I already said, Natras sir, other SARs need not to prove. Naresh Technology need not to prove. Software companies need not to prove they are good. Java.net need not to prove they are good. Who are the people who needs to prove? Yourself. If you don't do hard work, you are the loser. Again, I am telling, in Java, jobs are there, openings are there. Fresher market be train every sector, but when you're ready to show gap as experience, so many openings are there in Java domain. Fresher market slowly opening up. I think yesterday also I have stored one success story. Okay, 11 o'clock student has got what job in TCS company, and before joining only he got some hike it seems. That means his program is changed to a big program. Right. Is there. Market is there, but bit less. Compared to earlier years, bit less is there. So if we have any possibility of showing gap as experience, do it. Because subject wise, we will take care. Knowledge wise, gaining knowledge and using that knowledge in the interview room survival is your responsibility. There are organizations who are ready to provide documents. Okay. Documents wise, all organizations are there. Subject wise, we will take care. Preparation wise, you have to take care. So first try as a fresher. It is not working out. Then don't go into what is that depression or disappoint mode. Try to show gap as what experience. You are not getting job as a fresher mean only small door is closed for you. Big door is always open in Java. That is what showing gap as experience. Spring Boot microservice guy showing 2 years, 3 years gap experience has got a lot of opportunities in the market, and you will get high packages also. Moreover, they don't check your soft skills like group discussion, English, okay, aptitude, reasoning, all these things you need not to worry. Purely technical interview will be there. Interview on Java, interview on what? Tools. Anyhow, you are learning tools and you are learning what? Spring Boot microservice. To get more confidence after this course or parallel to this course, not now. Once I complete Spring Boot REST and microservices or parallel to those two topics, you think about joining what? JRTP batch. What batch? Java real-time project batch. Here we are learning subject, developing application, once in a while developing the projects. But there, first class to last class, targeting only one project development by using all the setup of full stack development. By using all the setup of full stack development. I do take those batches. I do take those batches, but it all about slots availability. When I start batch, you can come for it. If I'm not starting batch, you can search for other alternate. We have other faculties also conducting what? JRTP, Java Real Time Project. Clear, guys? Yeah. But don't get into discourage mode. Yes, fresher market is definitely dry. Okay. But 2025 interviews you try as a fresher. I'm not talking about applying. You apply thousands or hundreds, right? But try as a fresher by attending at least 20 interviews, by keeping the time frame of 5 to 6 months. Not working out. Then think about what? Showing gap as experience. Or you can do like this also. One profile as a fresher, one profile as what? Experience. Anything can work out. Especially the people who have done MCA, MTech, MSc, they're waste courses. Unnecessarily wasted your 2 years, 3 years, but now you can utilize them. How? Hide them, graduation plus 3 years, graduation plus 2 years. Because to get into software industry, 2 years, graduation is enough. There is no need of what? Post graduation, all this stuff. And there is a company called Joho Books, you know, na? Okay. And they're even recruiting 10th standard people and a diploma candidate also. Diploma and this one, and they are operating from remote places. Remote places means what? Remote villages, all this stuff. And most of the campuses they are having in Tamil Nadu, because that owner is from what? The founder and owner is from what? Tamil Nadu. So he is creating other revolutionary things. He recruits the student at the age of 14, 15. Okay. As a 10th class student or plus 2 student, he only teaches English. He only teaches what? All the fundamentals of computers, and he only offers the job. And parallelly, he make the student to join in some degree, some distance education degree, and he can complete that also. So he's creating some revolution, and he don't keep any offices in Chennai kind of, Bangalore kind of cities. All his offices are there. All his work centers are there in what? Small towns and small salary, small villages. And there's a big mind game behind this. Because when person is working from their local town, expenses are less. When expenses are less, salary expectations also less. And that too is recruiting at the age of 14, 15. So they expect very less, and they give bond also, definitely. 5 years bond, 6 years bond, 7 years bond they give. And they are not so qualified, they don't think about jumping to other companies also. A big mind game he played. And it's working out. And by seeing that one, so many other companies are now thinking about what? Why cannot we implement this one? Who knows? Tomorrow, in your village or next to your village, also software company may come. Yes? Okay, guys. Are you getting my point there, guys? Yes. Super, boss. I'm talking about in-memory metadata. Okay, let me write one by one. Later we'll see the flow part, guys. If the, tell me, if the XML document or file is satisfying, XML syntax rules, then it is called well-formed XML doc. What document, guys? Well-formed XML document. If XML document or file is satisfying, tell me, guys. Document or file is satisfying. The imported. What rules, guys? Schema namespace, XML schema namespace. Then it is called, what is there? Valid XML doc. What is there, guys? Valid XML doc. That's good. Then it is called valid XML document. The XML parser is a software component that loads the XML file, checks well formed and valid or not, well formed or not, and valid or not. And creates in-memory metadata. More on XML information. More on XML file in-memory metadata in the memory where the application is running. That is, tell me, JVM memory of the RAM. That is simply JVM memory of the RAM or not there. Okay. This helps applications to use XML content fastly during the execution of the application. Yeah, fastly it can take then use the application content or not there. Okay. Let's see what we can do there, guys. Let me put this one in a diagrammatic manner. This is my computer, guys. This is my machine 1. What is there? Machine. Machine 1. Okay. In this machine 1, let us assume this is my RAM memory. What memory? Definitely it is my RAM. What is this? Random access memory. What memory, guys? Random access. Okay, somewhere here we have application context.xml. Not only that application, can some XML. Application context.x. This is my application context.xml or not there? Super, guys. Okay, tell me what happened. So this is my project 1. Project 1, nothing but Java. Yeah, both these are there in hard disk memory basically. Can I say HDD? What do you mean by HDD, guys? Hard disk drive. What do you mean by HDD? Hard disk drive. That's good. This is also my HDD now, my dear. Okay, hard disk drive. So whenever application is running, boss, tell me, JVM memory will be created for project one. Yeah, this is my JVM memory of. Suppose two, three application running parallelly. Two, three JVM memories will be created inside the RAM or not there. Can I get two chairs, please? JVM memory of PROS 1. JVM memory of the PROS 1. Okay. JVM memory of the PROS 1. Tell me here. Here we are having Java application or not there? That PROS 1 related application. Here you can have in-memory metadata of application context.xml. Yeah, this is in RAM memory, this is in RAM memory. It becomes easy for application to collect the data and to use the data whenever it wants or not there. To collect the data and to use the data whenever it wants. Okay, here is what? In-memory metadata of what is there? Application context.xml. Call the admin, my dear. Yeah, this is what? Java application of PROS 1. PROS 1 when it is in execution. That's good. Here is my yeah. This is happening. This also happening, my dear. Come on, everyone. Okay. Yeah. Listen, I'll give one real life example to understand this in a better manner. Yeah. Every day morning, some people will have a good or bad habit seeing some photograph. It can be a Baba photograph or a God photograph or what? A loved one photograph. Yes or no, na, guys? They have that sentiment. If I see someone's face, my day starts very nicely. But you kept that photograph deep somewhere in the folder, right? Every day you getting up, opening the mobile, unlocking the mobile. Come on. Going to folder 1, folder 2, folder 3, folder 4, folder 5, then seeing the photograph. It's a time consuming process or not? Instead of that, if you make that photograph as what? A lock screen image or wallpaper of the mobile, come what happens? You touch it, your favorite photo is with you. Again touch it, again favorite photo with you. So faster access is there for favorite photo or not there? Same thing here also now, boss. This application during execution needs XML data for 200 times. 200 times loading this one from hard disk, checking well formed or not, valid or not. Come on. Then reading, then using is very difficult, boss. That's why in the application started itself only for one time. Only for one time. It loads, it check well formed or not, valid or not, and prepares in memory data in the memory where application is running. So that application can collect the required data from that in memory metadata as many times it needs or not there. So it will give faster access of the content or not there, guys. It's all about how you interpret, boss. Okay. Every day you boil rice in your home or you prepare roti. To prepare roti, atta is required. To boil rice, raw rice is required. Right, my dear? You will go to store every day to collect the rice. Huh? One time you will bring and you will keep in storeroom or kitchen and you will try to reuse them or not. Same thing here also. Yes or no, na guys? At a time you will bring 5 cases or 10 cases and you will throw in room and you will try to use them again and again or not. That's a good idea, na? Or today afternoon you want to boil the rice, go to shop, bring half kilo and boil. Night again you want to boil the rice, go to shop, bring another half kilo and boil rice. Is it really going to work out, guys? Is a good thought, guys? It's a waste of time or not there? What is this dance, Babu? Fine. Okay. No problem. Not a issue. I think you got the idea. Yeah. Example XML parsers. Examples of XML parsers. SAX, DOM, DOM4J, JDOM, and etc. What is there? SAX. Simple API for what is there? XML processing. DOM. Document Object Model. What model? Next, DOM4J. Document Object Model for Java. Next, what is there? JDOM. Java Document Object Model. This is Java DOM or not there? This is simply what? Java DOM. Java Document Object Model. So these are the APIs are not there, guys. SAX, DOM, DOM4J, JDOM, all this stuff is happening or not happening? Right. That's good, great, fantastic, guys. Okay, let me prove that it is using some SAX parser only. Simple API for XML processing. I wantedly removed the slash. Slash means what? Syntax rule is not satisfied. It is not a well-formed document or not. Run as Java application. Okay, you are getting error what guys? XRS, SAX parser exception is coming or not? SAX parse exception is coming or not coming? Invalid content was with something is telling or not there? Okay, slash. Suppose let me use some tag which is not there in the namespace. I'm following syntax rules, guys, but let me use some tags which is not there in the which is not there in the syntax rules, guys, which is not there in the syntax rules. Are you getting my point there, my dear? Come on, everyone. Yeah, dependency injection test, guys. Here what? Run as a Java application. What is there here? What is there here? Come on, I want reply, guys. Again, we are getting invalid content found property one or not there. Because that tag is not there in the important namespace, guys. But we are using it. We are getting error or not. Super. Okay. Anyhow, discussion has come. Let me give point on this. The XML syntax rules are XML syntax rules are. Tell me what are the XML syntax rules, my dear? What are the XML syntax rules? Yeah. What is there? Yeah. Okay. All data should be should be placed should be placed in between. What is there? Open root tag and closing root tag. Yes, guys. Okay. Open root tag and closing root tag. Yeah, every open tag should have closing tag. Yes or no? Na? Next, all attribute values. The values of attributes must be quoted. Must be quoted values. The values of attributes must be quoted values. Are you understanding my statement, guys? Next one. Charging also not working today. What's happening, guys? Okay. XML tag names and attribute names. Tag names and attribute names are case sensitive. Okay, case sensitive. Like this, these are basic XML syntax rules are not there. Fine. Okay. Let it be, guys. We understood Spring's IOC container is using what? In Spring. The IOC container uses what, guys? The IOC container uses SAX parser. What parser? As the XML parser to read and process. To read and process. What is there? Application context dot xm. To read and process application context dot xml. Convinced, my dear? Come on, everyone. Okay, that's good. Let's see. Okay, now we got basic knowledge about all this stuff. Now I'll remove this property one tag. Yes, now I would like to go for flow of execution. It's a standalone application. Flow starts with main method and ends with main method. In between only container creation, loading of XML, everything takes place now, my dear. Everything takes place or not there. So first of all, tell me, in this example, Spring Beans are pre-instantiated or lazily instantiated? Yeah. How to know, sir? I don't call any get bean method, guys. I just create the container. I just create the container. Remaining all things I commented. Remaining all things I simply commented. Look at this, run as a Java application, but still target class object is created or not there. That means objects are not created when you call getBean method. Objects are created during container creation, container startup itself, right? See, did I call getBean method now? No. But still target class object is created. Dependent object also created, but since we cannot keep SOP in predefined class, we are not feeling it. Not only that, even injection is completed or not there. A setter method call means what? Even injection part is completed or not there. Okay, creating Spring Bean class object on the container startup, irrespective of whether you call getBean or not, whether you use it or not later, is called pre-instantiation or not there. Nothing but eager instantiation or not there. Nothing but early instantiation. No, sir. Object is not created until you call the getBean method. Then it is called lazy instantiation. So application context IOC container performs what? Pre-instantiation of what? Singleton scope Spring Bean. If no scope is given, default scope is what? Singleton scope. So pre-instantiation will happen or not there? Nothing is there, Babu. Pre-instantiation is like advanced ticket booking. Before, after 10 days, your favorite hero movie going to release. Today only you book the ticket. Irrespective of on that day you are free or not, you don't know. You will be available in the city or you don't know. You just booked the ticket. That is called advance booking ticket, early booking. Okay, no sir. You decided, let the movie come, let the talk spread out, good or bad. Then I will go to counter, I will purchase ticket, then I will watch movie. So that is called what? Lazy instantiation. What do you mean by lazy? Until need is there, until situation comes, no object will be created. Are you getting my point there? Okay, tell me. Servlet container by default perform lazy instantiation or pre-instantiation? Servlet container by default perform lazy instance. Unless until you give request to servlet class, servlet container does not create object for our servlet component. Got it? But when you enable load on startup on servlet, I hope you studied load on startup. Studied or not studied? Then servlet container performs what? Pre-instantiation of servlet. That means loading class, creating object will happen the moment you deploy the application, the moment you start the server. Are you getting my point there, guys? This is about this one. The default scope of any Spring Bean is the default scope of any Spring Bean is what is there? Singleton scope. Any Spring Bean is singleton scope. That means the IOC container creates Spring Bean class object during IOC container creation. IOC container creation. Only for one time and keeps that object in the what is there? Internal cache of IOC container for what? Reusability. Simply for what, guys? Reusable. Creates one object and you keeps that object in internal cache for reusability or not. Keep that object in what? IOC container simply for reusability or not there. Singleton. What means single object? If scope is singleton, how many objects will be created for Spring Bean? But how that object is reused again and again? By keeping in internal cache. If it is not kept somewhere, how it will be reused? We already felt that one practically or not there. And moreover, singleton scope Spring Beans will be pre-instantiated or not there. Okay, only during IOC container creation. This is called pre-instantiation of this is called pre or early or eager instantiation of singleton scope Spring Bean. This is called pre or eager or early instantiation of singleton scope Spring Bean. Fine. What is the default scope? How many objects will be created for singleton scope? Only one object. At what time? During container creation. How it will be reused? By keeping in internal cache. Once again, what is the default scope? How many objects will be created for the? Only one object. At what time? During container creation process, right? How it will be reused? By keeping in internal cache. When you call ctx.getBean for singleton scope Spring Bean, it will get the existing object, it will create a new object. Because already object is created, na? It will go to cache and submits the bean ID. If already object is there, it will gather it. definitely will be there because scope is what? Singleton. What are the other scopes that are available? I'll introduce them later. If no scope is given, default scope is what? Singleton scope. I hope you convinced it, guys. Okay, guys. That's good. Yeah. First application flow. Flow of execution. First application flow of execution. First application flow of execution. Yeah, this is the hierarchy, guys. Let me give the directory structure. I hope. That's good. First one, what is the one I have to give? Wish message generator. Yes. What's the next one? Application context.xm. This is my application context.xml. Okay. What's the next one, guys? Dependency injection test.java. Forget about all these things. Still dancing, huh? Sure. Get a target Spring Bean class object reference. Object obj is equal to, what is equal to? ctx dot get bean. What is there? Bean. That's good. Super. Yes. Yeah. Since it is a standalone application, the flow starts with main method, flow ends with what? Main. Okay, that's good. Be quick, be active. Number one, run the application. Okay, we'll use numbers only. Run the application. Number two, standalone application boss, main method execute. I'm giving flow part, my dear. Number three, IOC container creation. IOC container creation begins with main. Begins with what? Main. After all, it's a standalone application. Yes. Number four. Four. Loading of XML file. Checking well formed. What is there? Checking well formed comma validness. Well formedness comma validness. Well formedness comma validness. Are you getting my point there? Okay. And creating in-memory metadata of XML file XML file in the JVM memory of RAM where current application and IOC container is running. Current application and IOC container is running. That is number 4, guys. Got it? In-memory metadata is created as discussed above. Yeah, where is this? Refer above. Already explained this one diagrammatically in the above discussions are not there. Loads XML file, checks well-formedness, validness. If all good, it creates in-memory metadata in the memory where application and container is running. That is nothing but JVM memory are not there. That's good. Number 5. What is this? Number 5. Number 5. Okay. In XML file, checks for the singleton scope. Only singleton scope will be pre-instantiated. That's why it checks for singleton scope, Spring Beans configurations, and finds two beans. Two Spring Beans configure. Finds how many Spring Beans configuration, guys? And finds how many Spring Beans configuration. I want reply, boss. Two Spring Beans configuration. Are you comfortable, my dear? Okay, that's good. What is next one? 6. Okay. IOC container performs pre or eager or what is there? Early instantiation of Spring Bean. IOC container performs what is there, guys? Pre or eager or early instantiation of Spring Bean. See, this is internal to know what's happening. Otherwise, yesterday only our first application completed. But everyone knows application development. But if you know internals, you will get better grip on the subject or not. And this makes you different from regular learners. You go and ask any Spring learner, what is in-memory metadata of XML file? They say, what is that? I know metadata or Meta company who is the owner of Facebook. Yes or no? Na? Yeah, where others are stopped, there we have to show our talent. Then difference will be created. Fine. Sir, this much depth required. This is not depth. This is analyzing the flow, nothing else. If you feel is the depth, you have not seen the real depth then. I have given 4 files to develop. I run the code, I got the output. But how all these are interlinked? That curiosity should be there in your brain or not there. Somehow they are interlinked, right? That is what I am revealing here. We are just, these many days we worried about what we have done. But what's happening internally also I'm revealing so that I'm giving link end to end. You will enjoy like anything. IOC container perform pre-eager early instantiation of what? Spring Bean by seeing their configurations from in-memory metadata of XML. In-memory metadata of XML. Yeah, tell me what container will do, guys. It calls local time dot. It simply calls what, guys? Local time dot now method and gives me local time object or not there. Local time object. What is there? L time. Okay. How does it is created, guys? local time L time is equal to local time dot now. Everyone getting my point there? Yeah, this will have system time or not there. It will definitely maintain system time. Yeah, this is going to be which message generator class object. What is there? WMG. Yeah, this will have a time property or not. Two Spring Bean class objects are created. Okay, that's good. Number 7, guys. Bean pre-instantiation. That means eager instantiation is done. Container created, objects are this one. Okay, now what it will do, guys? IOC container observes, are there any property or construct arg tags? Property tag is there or not there? Property tag is there or not there? Okay, then what it will do, guys? And completes the setter injection or not? By calling the setter method, it simply completes the setter injection or not? Okay, IOC container takes property tag under second bean tag and to call setter method on WMG object having L time object as the argument. Having L time object as the argument. WMG dot set time of L time. This is the method this has called or not, guys? So because of this, injection takes place or not? Since it is happening by calling setter method, can I call it as setter injection, my dear? WMG dot set time of L time. Set time of L time. Yeah, tell me, this comes under setter injection now, my dear? This purely solidly comes under what? Setter injection. Come on. But what is the scope of these beans, guys? Singleton. So for usability, these objects should be saved in what? Internal cache of the IOC container or not? Okay, number 8. IOC container keeps the singleton scope. The singleton scope Spring Bean class object refs. The singleton scope Spring Bean class object refs in the internal cache of the IOC container for reusability. In the internal cache of the IOC container for what? Reusable. Tell me, guys, what is there here, guys? Come on, everyone. This is there. Where bean IDs will be maintained or not there. Yeah. Tell me, what is the bean ID, guys? WMG. Which message generator a class object ref. Got it? Next one, L time. local time class object ref. Yeah. Like this, these are maintained or not maintained? I think some satisfaction is coming, my dear. What is this, guys? Internal cache of the IOC container. Technically, logically, this is internal cache of the IOC container or not? That's good. Now tell me. After doing all these things, now I can say IOC container creation is completed now, my dear. Yeah, all these are happening because of IOC container creation. That means it does many things on its own or not there. Okay. Yeah. What is the message I should write? Complete IOC container creation. Complete. IOC container creation is complete. IOC container creation is complete. Fantastic, my dear. Come on, everyone. That is 10. Tell me next one. 11. CTX dot get bean WMG. CTX dot get bean WMG. What is that, guys? 11. What is this, my dear? 11. Okay, get bean, we are passing bean ID here or not? Yeah, what it will do, guys? Takes that bean ID, searches in internal cache of IOC container. Have for the bean ID WMG, is there or not there, guys? Yes, there. Is there or not there, boss? Yes, there. So then gets what? That wish message generator class object reference, guys. What is there? 13. Come on. Just asked bean ID. It checks us in internal cache. If not there, think about creating, but already there, na. It happily collects from that or not there. Then happily it go for typecasting, guys. Say something, guys. Typecasting. Then it is calling business method, my dear. 50. Then it is calling business method, my dear. Come on. Super. Where is this? 16. Then it is calling business method, my dear. Come on, everyone. Yeah. What is 17, guys? Calls the method. Calls the method on dependent class object or not? Fine. Okay. Array, target is using dependent. Here is the proof, na? Target is using dependent. Here is the proof or not? It's a predefined class. I'm not getting into that method flow because we don't have access to that code. It's a predefined. Actually, it goes to that class, that method executes, from there gets the current hour of the day. Fine. Okay, right now we are in which season, guys? Rainy season. Oh, sorry. We are in what? Which time? Morning hours only. So this method is going to return good morning message or not? That is number 18. Okay. Whatever result came, that will come and store into this place or not? 19. We are displaying the result or not there? Okay. And we are closing container or not there? Okay. Container is closed. In that process, all Spring Bean objects will be destroyed or not? In the process of closing IOC container. Okay. IOC container. All the Spring Bean class objects will be destroyed. Next, guys. 22. End of the main method and end of the application. End of the main method and end of the application. It's the end of the main method and the end of the application or not. I think more satisfaction has come compared to earlier. One day we have written sample code, then you understood, oh, it's good. Yesterday when I execute or got the outputs, great. But when I given this end-to-end flow, how things are interlinked, okay, it is going to be fantastic or not there. Yeah, this is our specialty. We don't just write the code, understand the code. We gather the requirements, we analyze the requirement, we design the code, we develop the code, we test the code. Right now, testing means seeing the flow and running the manually. In future, we will write JUnit test cases for testing code also. This is what industry does. This is what industry does. I'm teaching in the mode that industry looking for. Sometimes knowing internals is optional, not that much important, but if you learn, it will give more satisfaction, more grip on the subject. You can understand each error, you can solve each error. Yes? Okay, and public demand, let me revise the flow one by one. Public demand one more time. I understood your facial expressions. Don't worry. Okay, right. No, there are some stoic people, they don't express anything in the face. I'm helpless. Okay. But if you are little expressive, I can understand. You want one more time or not totally understood. You are acting as if you understood. No, there are some people, they say SR, SR. When I ask question, they don't answer anything. Don't cheat yourself. Show your expressions properly so that I get idea whether I should repeat or should continue or something I will understand, right? Otherwise, what's the use of attending offline class? We are attending offline class, you and faculty will have eye to eye communication, right? I also be happy, I can see your facial expression, the way you are responding. Based on that, I can change the plan here and there. Otherwise, it is equal to attending offline classes. Sorry, online classes. Okay, let it be. We run the application, main method, new operator is creating IOC container. Any confusion up to this? It's a basic thing. If you don't know this, join core Java again. Number 4, XML file is taken, loaded, checked validness and well-formedness. Perfect. Then it creates in-memory metadata in the JVM memory of the RAM or not there. Okay, now onwards, whenever it needs XML, it will go to hard disk XML file or RAM memory XML. That clarity you have now, boss? Yeah. In XML metadata file. In XML metadata file, for singleton scope Spring Beans configuration, there are not there. And finds how many beans, guys? 2B. If no scope is given, default scope is what? Singleton. Okay. Default scope is singleton. Yes or no, na, guys? Now tell me, guys. IOC container performs what? Pre-eager early instantiation of Spring Beans. By seeing their configuration in the in-memory metadata of XML file or not. Nothing is there. Loads the first class, creates the object. Loads the second class, creates the object. That's number 6. Number 7, IOC container searches for, are there any property tag in beans? Yes, there. Finds in second bean, right? Finds in what? Second bean. Okay, then collects the information. What is the information it has got? Property name time, ref is equal to L time. So what it do? It will call the setter method wmg dot set time of, what is there? L time. Why wmg? That is a target bean object. Why is set time only? Because property name is time. That it looks for set time method, right? Look at this tag, my dears. Yes or no? Na? Understanding my statement or not? It happily calls WMG dot in the property. What is there? Time. Set time is called. In ref, what is there? L time. So it calls that method, completes the setter injection or not. For reusability purpose, these objects will be kept in internal cache of IOC container. Say something, my dear. Okay. That is 8 only. Oh, I think one mistake happened. 9 is missed, guys. Don't mind. 9 is missed actually. Fine. In the flow of giving number, 9 is missed. Okay. But don't worry, guys. In our style, we'll put the numbers. Instead of changing everywhere, we say 9 and 10. Over. Yeah. IOC container is created. IOC container creation process completed or not? Fine. Next one. We are calling get bean method on IOC container having bean ID 11. 11. That 11 is searching in what? Internal cache. Available or not available? So that's why is message generator class object reference comes here 13. Typecasting 14. Okay. Calling business method 15. Executing logic in the business method 16. Okay, calling dependent object method 17. Returning logic return value 18. That 18 stores the result in what? 19. This displays the result. When you close the container, all objects will be vanished, nothing but destroyed. Number 2, end of the main method, nothing but end of the application or not. Nice. Okay. What you have to do, you try to, what is that? You try to record your voice by writing flow of execution for sysfind. Season finder application is there now. One more application as assignment I have given. Completed, huh? Completed, huh? Some doubt answers are coming. Once that is completed, you start writing flow for that on its own. Okay. And you only explain the flow by keeping numbers like this. Record your voice. Okay. Record your voice and try to compare with this flow and that flow. This flow and this flow. Until you get satisfactory explanation, try to record voice and listen. Because I cannot assess every recording. Yes. So you only assess your knowledge by keeping this document as a reference document. Or you can help each other. Friend voice you listen and you assess, and your voice will be heard by your friend and he will assess, and for both of them this document is the parent document. Yes, do it. I think you enjoyed the flow part nicely. Yeah, with this I can say first application is completed. I hope I have taken bit time to complete the first application, but you are happy the way it came up, guys. Complete grip on the coding is there or not there? Including internals, you are able to understand. Yeah. Where is this number? 7:30 a.m. 17th July, right? Spring Core. Right click, file upload. Right click, file upload. Yeah, some people are excited. Give me examples or give me example. Now you understood, guys, why I am preparing lot of background before getting into first application development. Super. Okay. That's good. That's good and great, guys. Fine. When we meet in what? Next class, we'll talk more on what? Remaining things. Thank you, guys. Have a nice time.